Behind me stands the now defunct Beijing Xing, the only BMW dealership in the city. Despite the presence of vehicles inside, the absence of people is striking. Imagine entering a luxury car dealership and finding it eerily empty, with only a notice hinting at a sudden collapse. This is exactly what happened at Beijing Xing, Asia's largest BMW dealership. The abrupt closure has left car owners, employees, and business partners scrambling for answers and justice. How did such a renowned dealership reach this point? And what does it mean for the future of BMW in China? But before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, Facts About China. We really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Rumors of its shutdown are rampant, and a crowd, possibly seeking to assert their rights, has gathered at the entrance. Among them are car owners, former staff, and suppliers, all seeking clarity on their next steps. One former employee shared that the dealership even encouraged customers to purchase maintenance packages, hoping to provide reassurance amidst growing concerns. However, even staff salaries remain unpaid, signaling deeper financial woes. It seems the dealership's cash flow dried up entirely, leading to its collapse. This situation has sparked fears of a domino effect, potentially affecting other dealerships. Over 227 car owners have already united online, forming a group chat to discuss their collective rights and next steps. The rapid closure of such a major dealership raises critical questions. How could such a significant business collapse virtually overnight? And what are the broader implications for BMW in China? In late September, a passerby noticed the eerily vacant state of Beijing Xing. By October 23rd, a formal notice at the entrance confirmed the worst. Due to severe financial strain, the dealership had to cease operations. The notice indicated that BMW's official authorization had been terminated on October 20th, halting all sales and after-sales services indefinitely. This abrupt closure left both customers and employees in a precarious situation, with many customers unable to reclaim substantial deposits for undelivered cars. One such customer recounted placing an order for a BMW i3 in June, with delivery promised by August. When the car failed to arrive, they requested a refund, but instead of receiving their money back, they found the dealership had shut down. This story is echoed by about 200 other customers who now face two primary grievances: deposits up to 50,000 yuan for undelivered cars and unused maintenance packages, or vouchers that are now worthless. "I just wanted my car or my money back," lamented another frustrated customer. "Now, it feels like we've lost both." Employees of Beijing Xing are also grappling with the fallout. Reports suggest the dealership's owner has disappeared, leaving many staff unpaid for months. High operating losses, exacerbated by increased inventory pressure from BMW, created an unsustainable financial gap, ultimately leading to the dealership's demise. This situation reflects the broader challenges BMW faces in the Chinese market. In September, BMW's sales in China fell below 45,000 units, marking a more than 30% year-on-year decline. The situation in August was even worse, with sales plunging to 34,800 units, a 42% drop from the previous year. According to auto industry analyst Sun Shijun, BMW dealerships have been struggling to stay afloat since last year, with many exiting the market. In an effort to stabilize, BMW increased dealer subsidies per vehicle from 6,600 yuan to 12,000 yuan in 2023, but only larger dealerships benefited from this support, as the company prioritized keeping major players in business. When Beijing Xing opened in June 2012, it spanned a vast 22,000 square meters, equivalent to 3.5 football fields. It was the world's first BMW dealership, expanding beyond the traditional Fours model to include a focus on sustainability, with eco-friendly design and environmental responsibility. Backed by an investment of over 320 million yuan, the dealership symbolized BMW's commitment to innovation and its growing presence in China. In its first year, BMW sold over 326,000 new cars in mainland China. However, those days of rapid growth in the Chinese auto market are now a distant memory. Beijing Xing's parent company, Dongdu International Trade Company Limited, is a subsidiary of Singapore's Geerja Group. Known for managing luxury brands like BMW, Ferrari, Porsche, and Maserati, Geerja Group has faced ongoing rumors of financial instability. The group operates several high-end dealerships across major Chinese cities, including Beijing, Harbin, Xiamen, and Fuzhou. BMW's performance has been a key indicator of Jira Group's financial health, but the mounting challenges suggest a strained financial chain. On September 12th, BM announced the termination of its partnership with Jira Group, affecting 9 Ford's dealerships, 2 quick service centers, and 1 urban showroom, with the change taking effect in just 8 days. A BM spokesperson explained that the decision was necessary to safeguard the brand and uphold customer satisfaction, emphasizing the importance of maintaining high standards for their reputation. Industry analysts interpret this action as BMW's attempt to improve the quality of customer service by cutting ties with underperforming dealerships. Notably, the troubles surrounding Beijing Xing are not isolated. Back in July, Xiamen, another prominent BM dealer, made headlines for failing to deliver vehicles as promised. The root of the problem appeared to be severe financial distress, with reports indicating that the dealership had used undelivered car certificates as collateral to secure bank loans. By October 25th, it was confirmed that BM had terminated Xiamen dealership contract. Once the largest BM dealer in Xiamen, the dealership's social media is now inundated with comments from frustrated customers, and a formal notice has confirmed that operations have ceased. The longtime BM owner remarked that it is disheartening to see such a reputable brand struggle, and expressed hope that they can find a way to recover and regain customer trust. In a startling turn, live footage from the dealership captured employees protesting for unpaid wages. A banner draped over a showroom car demanded, "Xiamen, pay our hard-earned wages." These workers, abandoned without pay for an entire month, were met with a grim reality when a representative from a new company arrived, only to inform them that their roles as sales staff were no longer needed. This closure is part of a broader fallout, with multiple branches across Fujian province losing their dealership status and shutting down. Xiamen financial woes are closely tied to those of Beijing Xing, as both dealerships are backed by Singapore's Jira Group. The crisis is unfolding amid an intense price war in China's automotive market, driven largely by domestic electric vehicle manufacturers. The fierce competition, initiated by local brands reducing prices to capture market share, ultimately forced established foreign and joint venture brands, including BM, to follow suit. In the first half of the year, BM slashed prices on key models like the i3 by over 100,000 yuan, approximately $14,000. However, these aggressive price cuts failed to deliver the anticipated sales boost, exacerbating financial strain on dealerships. By early July, BM attempted to pivot away from this downward spiral by scaling back its discounts and concentrating on improving business quality. This strategy aimed to stabilize prices and relieve pressure on dealerships. Other luxury brands such as Audi and Mercedes quickly followed suit, withdrawing from aggressive pricing strategies to safeguard their market positioning. Nonetheless, BMW's retreat from the price war was short-lived. Within 2 months, the company faced ongoing sales declines, forcing a reluctant return to price-cutting measures. Dealerships grappled with cash flow issues, suffering losses on each vehicle sold while accumulating expensive unsold inventory. By September, the pressure became unbearable, prompting BM to reduce prices once again. For instance, 2 electric Mini models experienced price reductions exceeding 40,000 yuan, about $5,600, pushing their starting prices below 150,000 yuan. The BM i3 has also seen a price reduction, now listed at 180,000 yuan. BMW's fluctuating strategy entering, exiting, and re-entering the price war illustrates the persistent hurdles faced by both the manufacturer and its dealers. Once prices decrease, it is challenging to raise them again, unless the vehicles possess unique and attractive features. Currently, BMW's offerings may not provide such distinctive qualities, complicating their ability to regain market share in China. As numerous dealerships in China closed their doors, alarming news emerged on October 23rd about BMW's production facility in Shenyang reducing output. According to a user on the automotive services platform AutoHome, multiple employees disclosed that the Shenyang plant has been gradually scaling back operations since the start of this year. Production workers are now scheduled for just half the month, earning their base pay along with social benefits. Moreover, employees with less than 3 years of service have been informed that their contracts won't be renewed. This plant, the largest BM manufacturing site globally, is responsible for producing 1 out of every 3 BMWs sold worldwide. This significant cutback in staffing highlights a direct link to BMW's decreasing sales in China this year. Domestic automakers have sparked intense price wars, plunging traditional Ford dealerships into uncharted waters where survival, not success, has become the focus. Even resilient luxury dealerships are feeling the pressure, facing issues like closures, cash shortages, unpaid salaries, layoffs, delivery delays, and subpar after-sales service. The ripple effect of this fierce competition is evident as more dealerships across the nation struggle to stay afloat, with financial collapses becoming alarmingly common. On August 28, China Grand Automotive Service Group, the nation's second-largest dealership chain, was officially delisted from the A-shares market after its stock remained below yuan for 20 consecutive trading days. This delisting marks a dramatic downturn for the company, whose market valuation has plunged to 6.47 billion yuan, a stark contrast to its peak value of over 100 billion yuan. The group, representing prominent brands such as Audi, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, and Toyota, highlights the increasing struggles within the dealership sector. Earlier this year, Yong'ao Investment Group, another major dealership network, affiliated with brands like Audi, Volkswagen, Land Rover, and Jaguar, faced a similar fate, shutting down over cash flow issues and impacting over 80 showrooms. In early 2023, Zhongtong Group, Thai City's largest dealership, suddenly ceased operations across its 19 outlets. This group, which had a 25-year history representing luxury brands like Maserati and Hongqi, epitomizes the broader distress in the market. According to the China Automotive Dealers Association, more than 60% of dealerships in China fell short of their annual sales targets in 2023. As dealerships brace for even stiffer competition, they are increasingly challenged by falling vehicle prices, mounting inventory, and tighter financial constraints. The aggressive pricing tactics introduced by domestic automakers have reshaped the luxury car market, impacting major players like BMW. Porsche, which once held the top spot in China as its largest global market, saw its sales plummet by 29% in the first 9 months of the year. This decline dropped China to third place in Porsche's global rankings, a result of cutthroat pricing and a shift towards value-driven consumer behavior. Maserati, another key luxury brand, reported a mere 840 units sold in mainland China from January to August, representing a 74% drop compared to the same period last year. The challenges facing Maserati are not isolated. Across the ultra-luxury segment, brands such as Bentley, Ferrari, Rolls-Royce, Lamborghini, and McLaren have all reported significant sales declines. McLaren, in particular, experienced an 88% decrease. A dealership owner in Chengdu expressed frustration, pointing out that even with discounts as high as 50%, many dealerships are struggling to turn a profit or are even selling at a loss. Despite these dire conditions, leaving the dealership network could result in even greater financial setbacks, leading the dealer to lament, "We can't keep losing, but we can't afford to leave either." It's a painful situation. Online discussions are filled with similar sentiments, revealing a broad consensus on sluggish consumer demand in mainland China. A luxury vehicle sales veteran, with over 10 years of experience, reminisced about the early 2010s when high-end cars sold effortlessly. Back in 2011, he recalled new graduates could jump into the market with minimal training and customers would line up for models like Porsches and BMWs. Today, however, the market paints a starkly different picture, as the luxury car sector mirrors the broader downturn in luxury goods spending. Industry experts point to the rapid expansion of China's electric vehicle (EV) market as a critical factor reshaping the landscape. This fierce competition is leaving many foreign automakers struggling to keep up. Following the withdrawal of several South Korean and French brands from the market, there's growing speculation that Japanese and German automakers may also need to reassess their strategies in China. Financial analyst Edward Hong attributes the automotive sector's troubles to a combination of dwindling consumer demand and significant overcapacity. He notes that China's annual EV production capacity now stands at 20 million units, while global demand hovers around 10 million, leading to inevitable price reductions due to oversupply. Although many domestic automakers have declared bankruptcy, local governments often step in with financial aid to keep them afloat, perpetuating a cycle of dependency. For established foreign brands like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Toyota, which have invested decades in the Chinese market, exiting is not a simple option. Nevertheless, the situation remains precarious. Even Chinese EV manufacturers are facing significant headwinds, with nearly half operating at a loss. From January to August 2024, the auto industry's average profit margin fell below 5%, landing at 4.7%. Mid-year reports show that 47% of Chinese automakers recorded negative profit margins, underscoring the intense competition in the sector. XPeng's struggles exemplify the challenges faced by local EV firms. Despite achieving strong sales with its first electric SUV, the SU7, XPeng incurs a loss of approximately 66,000 yuan, about $9,270 per vehicle. Xiaomi's founder Li Jun foresees a market where only a few dominant players will survive, with smaller firms likely to be squeezed out. In the first half of 2024, the combined profits of 18 publicly listed Chinese automakers, including BYD, NIO, and XPeng, totaled just 48.8 billion yuan. By contrast, Toyota alone reported a net profit of 25.3 billion yuan, more than double that of all Chinese manufacturers combined. As the economic slowdown continues, Chinese consumers are adopting a more cautious approach to spending, leading to growing concerns of a profit drought in the automotive industry. Economists warn that after the collapse of the real estate bubble and a marked decline in consumer spending, China's EV sector could be next to face a significant economic downturn. The pressures on luxury brands like BMW reflect these broader market trends, raising serious questions about their ability to adapt and thrive in an increasingly competitive and uncertain environment. For foreign automakers, the need to reevaluate their strategies has never been more urgent, as they navigate this rapidly evolving landscape in China. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. Comment below with any questions you have. Take care and see you soon.